What is going on, guys, and welcome to episode 21 of the Chelsea Let's Play Football Manager series. That was messed up, but you know what we're here for. Chelsea is getting into the thick of it now. Second leg of the quarter-final. We are 1-0 up from the first leg. A semi-final tie could possibly await against either Barcelona or Real Madrid. Only one game since we were last with you, and it was an absolute hammering of West Ham. 3-0 it was, and well, you can see one man there instrumental. Mason Mount came on as a substitute, but really it was N'Golo Kante back in the side that made a really good difference. And well, he scored the first, a lovely drill shot from the edge of the area just after the hour. But Mason Mount on as a substitute on this left hand side, 2 goals, a really good ball from Kovacic, reverse ball, Mount grabbing a goal just a few minutes after coming on, and then late on sealed the deal for us with another superb strike in at the near post, and that sealed the victory for us. So a really good way to respond considering the disappointment, I should say, getting all tongue-tied here, against Southampton. But I realised we didn't look at the Premier League table actually in the last episode, so this is how it stands. We are currently 3 points clear of Liverpool, but United have a game in hand. If they win, we will be but a point clear. So it is all in our hands, but I believe we still have United to play this season and City. So it is going to go down right to the wire. 3 draws in recent games, really not done us any favours in the league whatsoever. And what was a 7 or 8 point gap now being reduced. Actually, I want to have a look at United's run-in, see how they get on. So they've got to play City, us, Spurs and Liverpool. So they've got a really difficult run-in, a semi-final, FA Cup semi-final against City as well. So they haven't got it easy. So hopefully, with a couple of slightly easier games than them, like some Fulham, Sheffield United. Although saying that, it'll be the easy games that we slip up in. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. But let's get into this anyway. And this is the team that is going to take on Benfica in Portugal. So Kepa is going to be in goal, Hakimi at right back, Mendy at left back, Ampadu and Christensen in the middle. Kante and Mount are going to be in the centre. Kovacic picked up a knock in that game against West Ham, so he's only fit for the bench. Jorginho is still injured. Willian is going to be out on the right, Hudson-Odoi on the left, Zaniolo in the number 10 role, and Dembele up top. Benfica opting for a 4-4-2. Once again, the team looks fairly similar. Jedson Fernandez again going to play at right back for them. I'm going to say to the guys, show me what you can do to keep our run going. In the West Ham game, it popped up that we've been 21 league games unbeaten. We've only lost once this season, which is a fantastic achievement. 1 defeat in 32 games, and that was against the team that we played last time out. We lost at West Ham. So yeah, we've done really well to only lose 1 game, but I think we've got like 10 draws, which is why it's all still quite tight. If we were a bit more clinical and can turn those draws into wins, Seferovic is in and scores. That is not ideal, but yeah, if we could have turned some of those draws into wins, then we would certainly be a lot clearer at the top. But while I was talking, as you can see, Seferovic has put Benfica 1-0 up in 5 minutes. That is not ideal, so not so much so that it's making me cough uncontrollably, so I do apologise. Well, nothing else happened in that first half, and it is 1-0 at half-time. You can see Liverpool 8-2 up on aggregate against Juventus. Thankfully, we're not playing them in the next round. But yeah, disappointing. I'm going to get aggressive with them and say I am not happy. It is 1-1 on aggregate, of course. No away goals in the tie as of yet. If we can grab one, then that causes all sorts of problems for Benfica. We start the highlight. Gabriel with the ball, plays it deep. And much like they did in the first leg, Benfica just happy to knock it around the back. But Zaniolo picks up on the loose ball. Willian options over. He finds Hudson-Odoi, and Hudson-Odoi scores. And that away goal that we were just talking about has come to the fore. What a ball from Willian. The vision to pick out Hudson-Odoi. Does so well to get away from his defender. Just drifts a little ball over the top. Hudson-Odoi manages to squeeze it past the keeper. Not his best moment. And well, we drag level in the game, but go ahead in the tie, and that away goal so important Benfica have to score 2 now. Chiquinho free kick into the last 10 minutes, but it's controlled quite comfortably by Hakimi. And maybe a break is on. Kante launches one upfield for Dembele to chase. But Fernandes gets it back to the goalkeeper. And Benfica do well, composed. And now Seferovic is in behind again, forces the save from Kepa. And luckily, it falls to a blue shirt. Benfica now throw in into the 90th minute. Zaniolo made the challenge, but it didn't come to anything. And Mount breaks forward. He's got an option to his left. He finds Hudson-Odoi to wrap it up, and that he does. 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. We are in to the Champions League semi-final. Just going to get Ampadu to mark Seferovic because he's been a little bit of a nuisance. But Hudson-Odoi with a brace in this game. What a time to come, well, to find a little bit of form. Mason Mount was instrumental in the last game. And, well, he's played his part in this one. Chiquinho, corner in. Ladero, oh, it's gone in. 34 goals this season for Carlos Vinicius. That's impressive. Well, in injury time, they grab 1. But Benfica, they need to get 2 more in seconds. And it's not going to happen for them. We managed to go through. 2-2 away at Benfica is never a bad result. But it means that we do go through in the Champions League into the semi-final. I'm going to say to the boys, I'm very pleased with their performance. And well, 9-4, Jesus. Well, we know that Liverpool are into the semi-finals, but the other ties yet to be decided. If we have a look, as we said, Lazio 2-1 up against Salzburg in that one. Real Madrid and Barca is 0-0. We'll find out in who we're playing next. Fulham, I believe it is. We will find out by then who it is that we were playing, but we will move on to the Fulham match in just a second. Okay, we're at the Fulham game, but a couple of important pieces of information. We are playing Real Madrid in the semi-final of the Champions League. They beat Barcelona 2-0 in the second leg, which means we will be playing Real Madrid. Liverpool, Lazio. What an accomplishment it is for Lazio to get to this stage of the competition. So they wanted us to get to the first knockout round, so we have soared past our expectation. In terms of the Premier League table as well, we currently sit third. Liverpool played 2 more games than us, but only sit 3 points in front. United have played a couple extra games. They lost in the FA Cup to City, but then beat City in the league. I would have quite liked it to have been the other way around, but if we win this game, we will sit second because of the goal difference to Liverpool, but we will have that game in hand. And we are playing our closest rivals, geographically speaking, not necessarily in terms of competitive rivalry, but we have Fulham. And, well, we're going as full strength as possible. But one man who's returned to the side, Kovacic, he is now a 5-star player, or that's what our coaches consider him to be. Looking at those stats, he is unbelievably well-rounded. And I knew when I started this save he would be important, but I didn't quite realise just how good he was going to be. A world-class player is his definition, and we are so lucky to have him. And he is back in the side today, and it looks fairly familiar. Kepa in goal, Hakimi at right back, Mendy at left back, Ampadu and Christensen in the middle, Kante and Kovacic in the centre of midfield, Willian on the right, Hudson-Odoi on the left, and Zaniolo in the number 10 role, and Moussa Dembele up top. I do feel bad for Tammy Abraham, but I've spent so much money on Dembele that I kind of just want it to work at this point, and maybe that is to our detriment. Those draws against the likes of Southampton, Spurs, Leeds, if Tammy was on the pitch, would we have drawn those games? Who knows? But I'm going to say to the guys, give the fans something to cheer for because it is a rivalry. But the game begins. We are the Friday night game, so nice little one for the television viewers. That was poor, but Right, first highlight of the game, and it looks like it's going to go Fulham's way as the ball's played back to Seri. Steven Sessegnon, they work it quite nicely, but Hudson-Odoi is going to get there and cut it out. Can we get it clear? Mendy, that was very casual, sir. Launches it up towards Dembele. Zaniolo, Kante on the overlap. We go out to Mendy instead. Can he get a ball in? Hudson-Odoi, back to Mendy. Ball across Willian Kante, and Kante is there. He only scores good goals, and well, another one from the edge of the area for N'Golo Kante. His 4th of the season, and here we see it in 3D. Very well worked, very patient. Willian nods it down and Kante on the half volley just strokes it into the corner. And we are 1-0 up. Start with the ball going back to Kepa. Christensen looks for a good ball out to Willian. He gets by his man really well. Charges towards the byline. Willian ball in and Hudson-Odoi over the bar. We are starting to look rampant now. Corner in. Kovacic the man to swing it in. Aims for the back stick and it's found its way in. I think it's going to be a foul maybe. Dembele's the one that's knocked it in and apparently he's offside. It wasn't a foul. It's not going to count. Seri. Corner for Fulham. Aims for Kearney and he's rattled one against the bar. It's back in by Seri. Ampadu gets it away. It's all coming and my voice can't keep up. I am coughing desperately. Hakimi though on the right hand side plays the ball up to Willian. But Maxime Collin again intercepts. And now Bettinelli knocks it forward. Fulham starting to come into it and Mitrovic is in behind. Alexander Mitrovic shoots straight at Kepa. Turns around the post. Kepa again. It's all happening this first half. There's many highlights. The amount of highlights in this game. So many more to what we've seen. Dembele. He scored again. Come on. I knew it would work. Moussa Dembele with his second goal for Chelsea. Against this former team as well. A long ball over the top from Hakimi. As we said, long ball over the top for Dembele just to latch on to a very composed finish. And well, what an anthem. Always look on the bright side of life playing in my ears. And well, I certainly am being 2-0 up. Looking on the bright side as we go into half time. It is 2-0. But I'm going to say to the guys, don't get complacent. I know we said that against Southampton and we collapsed. But, you know, hoping that we can not do that against Fulham. Okay, first highlight of the second half and I'm having flashbacks already. Sessegnon with the ball. His ball forward is loose and Dembele is in behind. Charges down on goal and maybe that's why Tammy Abraham should be playing. Mendy with the throw in as we enter the last 10 minutes and it looks like Knockout is going to be sent off. Indeed he is. Second yellow card for Anthony Knockout. He's given his marching orders but Fulham come forward. They may not be down and out just yet but that ball forward was pretty poor. Hudson-Odoi over the top. Dembele is in behind again and Bettinelli makes the save. Sessegnon though, is there going to be late threat? Oh, Zaniolo's gone through the back of him and I think that's going to be a straight red. Yep, straight red for Zaniolo in a time that we couldn't really afford to be reduced to 10 men. Well, he's going to be banned for some pretty important games, but we do manage to win 2-0. Well done, boys. Exactly the result we need. It brings us level at the top of the Premier League table. Look at that. How tight is that? 3 teams all fighting it out. But as we said, a massive win. Kante and Dembele with the goals of 10 men apiece in this game. In terms of when we will be back, I think we've had a lot of games recently. Real Madrid is one that I'm not too confident in, let's say. I'm trying to... Okay, I was gonna come back later on, but I mean it's the Champions League semi-final, so I'm just debating. Do we? Right. Okay. What I'm gonna do is leave a bit of suspense. Actually, we'll come back and we will play. We've got Madrid and City within 2 days of each other. Are you having a laugh? We've got 4 games in a week. Christ. Right. Okay. Well, we'll come back for that double header then. Madrid and City away. We won't play the first leg. That is, what a crunch time. 6 games in May. I don't think I've ever seen that. 7 potentially if we somehow manage to get to a final. Right, that is going to be the next episode then. If you have enjoyed this one, guys, please pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. It's heating up and I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in the next one.